The Indus Valley Civilization, otherwise known as the Harappan Civilization, was one of the oldest and most cryptic in the world, thriving between 3300 and 1300 BC along the Indus and Sarasvati rivers. Together with ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, the Harappan Civilization was one of the three earliest Near Eastern and South Asian civilizations. It was the most extensive among them, with its settlements covering a large part of present-day Pakistan, northwestern India, and northeastern Afghanistan. The first hints about the existence of the Indus Valley Civilization emerged at the beginning of the 19th century, when British officers working on railroad construction in northwestern India came across ancient bricks in Harappa, in today's Punjab province, Pakistan. These were of such high quality that they caught the eye of some scholars, but the true importance of these findings was only acknowledged many years later. Generally, the British archaeologist Sir John Marshall is credited with the formal discovery of the Indus Valley Civilization. In 1920, under his leadership, excavations began in Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro. The results astonished the world's archaeological community, revealing an incredibly sophisticated civilization. Mohenjo-Daro in present-day Pakistan proved to be one of the most developed ancient cities, with a striking urban system, including straight streets, a complex drainage system, and monumental public buildings like the Great Bath. Likewise, although smaller, Harappa showed signs of an orderly and sophisticated society. Civilization started to develop around 3300 BC in the Indus Valley region, with farming villages sprouting up all along the rivers. Between 2600 and 1900 BC, this civilization peaked with the establishment of large cities such as Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, each home to up to 40,000 inhabitants. These were remarkable for their innovative urban engineering, with grid-like streets, efficient drainage systems, and large public buildings. The sewage and drainage systems that were developed and used in the Indus cities were considerably more advanced than those found in contemporary urban centers in the Middle East, and even more efficient than those found in many parts of Pakistan and India today. The architectural style of the Harappans is shown by their docks, granaries, warehouses, brick platforms, and defensive ramparts. The imposing walls of the Indus cities likely protected the Harappans from floods and may have helped prevent military conflicts. The economy of the Indus Valley was largely agricultural, based on the cultivation of wheat, barley, cotton, and various vegetables. The taming of animals such as cattle, sheep, and goats was also common. Trade was a key component of the civilization, with evidence of exchanges of goods with Mesopotamia, suggesting the presence of an extensive commercial network. Drawing on the distribution of Indus civilization artifacts, trade networks economically connected a vast region, encompassing parts of Afghanistan, the coastal areas of Persia connected by the Gulf of Oman to the Arabian Sea, northern and western India, as well as Mesopotamia. These trade connections fostered the development of relations between the Indus and Mesopotamia. Indus Valley society seems to have been quite egalitarian, without unmistakable evidence of monarchy or a strict class system. The dwellings varied in size, but even the largest were not quite different from the smallest, hinting at a relatively even distribution of wealth. Not much is known about the religious customs of the Indus Valley, but archaeological findings suggest that the society may have adored one or more deities, possibly connected to fertility and nature. Terracotta figures, seals with animals, and tiny statues that may represent gods or goddesses have been discovered, but the lack of decipherable texts precludes a thorough understanding. To this day, the Indus Valley writing system, made up of pictograms, remains undeciphered, one of the biggest barriers to a proper understanding of this civilization. But the art and ceramics found suggest a varied and fertile culture, with an emphasis on symbols and animals. From 1900 BC, the Indus Valley civilization started to decline. The exact reasons for this deterioration are still under debate, but several theories suggest climate change, such as the drying up of the Sarasvati River, Aryan invasions, or natural disasters such as earthquakes and floods. Cities were gradually abandoned and civilization splintered into smaller communities. Despite its collapse, The Indus Valley Civilization left a legacy. Elements of its culture, such as urbanization and architecture, shaped subsequent civilizations in the Indian subcontinent. Moreover, the agriculture and animal domestication introduced by this civilization remained in practice for centuries. The Indus Valley Civilization is a topic of great interest to archaeologists and historians, and new finds are continuing to offer insights into the life, culture, and achievements of this mysterious people.